There is a certain magic about Iona. Even the name stirs the imagination. It is remote, but surprisingly easy to reach without a car. Although I stayed at Craigniur on the island of Mull, a Caledonian McBrain ferry appeared over the horizon from Oban in good time for the connecting service bus to Photowalk, which takes about an hour. The winter timetable was still operating, allowing only 4 hours on Iona. Therefore, I was at the mercy of the weather. Besides, I was restricted by a pre-planned itinerary, committing me to other locations in Scotland. As I left my hotel, it was still cloudy, but gradually it cleared, and the weather had improved by the time I reached Iona. My visit was inspired by Neil Oliver's book, The Story of the British Isles in 100 Places, and his passion for Iona had encouraged my return visit. Iona's worldwide reputation is based on the arrival of Saint Columba in AD 563, who founded a monastery, transforming the island into a beacon of faith. Around 1200, an abbey and nunnery were established, which survived until the Reformation in 1560. Then they fell into decay, but the abbey was restored in the 20th century, and it is to this sacred building that pilgrims and tourists come by making that long journey across the island of Mull. Before entering the abbey, I was stimulated first by my coffee fix in a nearby hotel. Not my first of the day. A benefit of travelling in winter was a lack of tourists making photography of the abbey easier that captured its spirit. I spot metered off highlights and then I corrected the shadows in Lightroom. Afterwards, I was faced with a dilemma. My curiosity had been aroused by the fact that the western side of Iona had exposed rocks reckoned to be over 2 billion years old. Instead, I retraced my steps from a visit made just 30 years ago actually, to the White Strand of the Monks, a remote beach of glistening sands. Here, a dreadful massacre took place by raiding Vikings, killing an abbot and 15 monks. On my visit, God must have been watching over me, because the moment I arrived, the sun came out, illuminating a seascape that cried out for strong light. I got bold by trying shutter priority. This one is at a 2,000th of a second, and isn't it amazing how it brings out every droplet of water, which the eye does not see. As usual, I travelled light, just the EM1 Mark II, but this time with the new 12-200 lens. Despite concerns expressed in some quarters about its quality at full telephoto, I found it a very versatile travel lens. I don't hump around a load of kit, and anyway, as I am the proud owner of a bus pass, I have to be a little careful about excessive weight. One of the benefits of Micro Four Thirds, incidentally. Unfortunately, it is an English bus pass, so I had to pay the fare on the Scottish buses. At least I didn't have to worry about motoring around Scotland on narrow roads, arriving instead refreshed, in a good mood and ready for the shoot. And I could even indulge in a glass of wine, which has probably improved my shots. Hooray for Bacchus, my inspiration!